and so I will try to answer to any questions you have here. So guys, okay, any questions you have here, or we also collected before some questions from the our Telegram's chat, so I could answer on some questions we collected before. So Alexey, Galizdra, please moderate. I don't know, moderate the chat, moderate the questions, and I will be able to answer on these questions. All right. Oh, I see some first questions. Why did you move pre-sale and token sale days multiple times? How are you different from Twitch, Refer, and other competitors? So, well, actually, this is a really good questions, especially the second part. So let me begin to talk in the very details from the second part, and then I could explain about the moving the dates of the pre-sale and token sale. So the main difference from the Twitch as a centralized streaming for video platform for gaming is three fundamental things we have here in space at Play2Live. So the first one, we bring the viewer as a part of the economical ecosystem of streaming platform inside the ecosystem of Play2Live. What does it mean? On regular centralized solution like Twitch, like YouTube Gaming, like Azubu and Hitbox in past, you just could watch the streams, do some simple things like donation, subscription, and etc. And this is pretty much all. But our conception and our economical model, our ecosystem, what we have inside the Play2Live, that allows to viewer to earn tokens just by watching the streams and also doing some tasks and things inside the platform thanks to the functionality we have inside the Play2Live. So it's a simple simple example like rewarding for watching advertisement. So in our system and our ecosystem at Play2Live, you as a viewer could just watch the streams with esports tournaments, regular streamers, and etc. And you could see, you could get the rewards for watching this advertisement in Look tokens. The second use case, for examul, it's a peer-to-peer CDN technology. It's a brilliant technology which actually help to also earn tokens for viewers, but also it's creating the distributed network inside the Play2Live. So that means that if you are watching the stream and you have already downloaded the stream, I mean from the player, and you, thanks to our implementation of peer-to-peer CDN technology, the another guys, they could download the stream from your computer thanks to your internet channel. So from this perspective, you could we as a platform, we reduce our cost for the traffic, because here we're using the internet channel of the user who is sharing his internet channel, and another guys, they download the stream from his computer. And this is the main meaning of peer-to-peer CDN. And because we as a platform, we save some money and reduce our cost, we could reward our viewers and our users for this. So this is the first fundamental thing. This is a possibility for viewers to earn tokens. And because it's on the blockchain, we could do this absolutely transparency for all members of the ecosystem, because currently it's not also regarding the viewers that he could absolutely transparently see how he could earn the tokens, but also for the streamers, because right now on the current platforms it's a really good question inside the current and existing ecosystems, because usually streamers, they don't understand how it depends, how they calculated the final quantity of money they earned on especially on the advertisement, because there are lots of things, and the blockchain could bring this transparency here. So once again, the first thing, this is a possibility for the viewers to become the member of the ecosystem and earn tokens while watching the streams. The second thing, this is connected with a general conception on such platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Play2Live, Twitch, and etc. This is a classical system of user-generated content. So that means that the content creator is the main guy on such platforms, because he's generated content, interesting content, and he is bringing the audience on such platforms I mentioned. So this is once again the classical user-generated content system. So if the platform could create the ecosystem which is actually good for content creator, they will be interested in to do the marketing, to do the community involvement, and add more and more audience and more content. So for the current platforms like Twitch and YouTube gaming, there are a really big problem to enter a new streamers to the platform, because how it look like the process for the new streamers on the such platforms like Twitch or YouTube gaming, or let's say in the general on the centralized video streaming platform for gamers. You should register, then you should do the application form that you want to apply the partner program. Then you could do the test quantity of views, test quantity of followers, subscribers, and etc. Then you need to fill application form to apply the partner system, then wait. Then when you get to the first level of partner system, you begin to stream again, do the views and etc. And once you will get the first money inside the dashboard and you wanted to withdraw it, bam, you need to fill the another application form, and also there has some limits and etc. So you see that this is the quantity of actions you need to do to actually get money from your streaming. It's really huge, and it takes weeks or even months. In general, the average term for the young streamers is something like 1 or 2 months they need to do to pass all the steps. And Play2Live, because we're using cryptocurrency, you just registering on the platform, do the very first stream, and even this stream for 10 people or something, and any kind of these guys send the donation to the subscription and do whatever 15 ways how he could spend the money on the platform of Play2Live, and streamer immediately get these tokens inside his crypto wallet, and he could immediately transfer this to Ethereum, to Bitcoin, exchange to fiat money, and etc. It's already their money from the very first stream. This is a really fundamental and brilliant advantages which we could bring to the all potential streamers on the platform. And this is actually a fundamental advantages which cryptocurrency bring to any kind of people of the project. But especially for the streaming business, it's really solve lots of problem of the current ecosystem, I mean existing ecosystem. So this it was the second thing, and the third thing, this is our brilliant technologies and our functionalities that we combine from the different things. So also we have some know-how. And we bring it here. So it's 15 revenue streams on the platforms. That means that the regular viewer could spend the tokens inside the Play2Live in 15 ways. And among these 11 revenue streams, it's a revenue share model with the streamers. On the current, on the existing streaming platforms, streamer could earn money in 4, maximum 5 ways. So on our platform, he could do this in 11 ways. And there are lots of some really new and interesting solutions like interactive tasks and etc. So it's a brilliant advantages versus the existing platforms. And if we will combine it here from the previous one, previous 2 points, it takes a really simple and logical solution. Like, okay, we have bigger quantity of revenue streams inside the platform. We have the platform where any kind of streamers could earn money immediately. And we have functionality where the viewers could earn also money during the streams, and streamer could split some very small quantity of small or medium or even bigger piece of his revenue stream to the viewers to motivate them. So it's a more easy way for the streamers to bring the audience to to their channels and etc. So, and in the end, if you combine all these things, in the end it works. So, and this is let's say in very small quantity of time, in 5 minutes, I try to describe the whole conception, how we are different from the current existing streaming platforms. Yeah, and if we will come back to the original question, so I'm answering about Twitch, about Referum. So I may say that we are totally different, and I may not say that we are competitor, especially for Referum, because there are lots of ICOs and there are lots of projects which is actually have some solutions under the Twitch. So, for example, theoretically, Referum could work also with Play2Live, because we have the core, we have the solution inside. And so we could decide what kind of services under our platform it could go. So, for example, if we're talking about Referum, we have the same functionality and the same conception inside Play2Live. But this is only one of the ways how we're doing this inside among all other revenue streams. Yeah. And about the dates of the sale, so it was connected mostly with our development for our MVP, and soon we will publish the MVP version 2.0 before the esports tournament. Also, I may admit a very important thing, about esports tournament, Play2Live Crypto Masters, which we are doing with our great partners, 2G Nation, esports tournament operator, because we wanted during the ICO, deliver and show to our investors that we have already a good MVP, which could work, which could do the broadcasting, chat, and some functionalities with the token on BitShares. Second, we wanted to show that be able to deliver real esports tournament and the business model begin work. Yes, it's only the beginning, and on MVP we have only small functionalities on the shares with tokens and possibility to make a parity between the viewers whose favorite team will win. But still, this is things that we wanted to deliver and show to our potential partners, investors, and etc. So that's why we postpone the dates of token sales. Well, it's not multiple times. Let's say it was 2 times before New Year and after New Year. Well, I could have some new questions. Some new questions in the chat. Okay, so this is a question. What is condition of attraction the streamers when the top streamers will be on our platform? Okay, this is actually the good question. So right now we're in negotiations with lots of streamers, lots of esports teams through Who's Awards, and lots of the esports tournament operators. Because we plan to sign the exclusive contracts with all these potential content creators and bring their exclusively and some part non-exclusively to our platform. It will be the first contracts and first content that we will bring to the contract. We will bring to the platform, sorry. So it plans. So we are already working on this, but the main problem that we couldn't publish officially this results of negotiations and etc. because we should sign the contract with them, made all the commercial deals behind of this, and only after this we could do this public, because as you understand, so the esports tournament organizers, the esports teams of famous streamers, or even tier 2 streamers and etc., they have the current contracts with the existing streaming platforms, and this is a business, and we could do the contracts, the payments and etc. only after ICO, because right now we couldn't do the operational and marketing things. We could do this only after we finished ICO, send all tokens to all token holders, and then we could begin to do the operational deals with the funds we raised. So that's why right now we in the situation when we are in really deep talks with different players of the market, but still we couldn't go with this public. So we will go public with many announcements, I believe, in very short time after ICO. So I mean, after token sale. So also the first streamers and the conditions and etc. Everything will be published on June, July, when we will publish our beta version, full beta version of our platform, and we go public with all this economical model, functions, and etc. What I mentioned in the previous conversation. So if we're talking a little bit more deep about the conditions, so it will be the classical conditions of the revenue share. But because we have much more bigger quantity of revenue streams, for us will be we will have the real advantage for the streamers, because we could provide much more ways of monetization of their content inside our streaming platform. So I hope that I answered on this question in very details. Okay, another questions. I am going to enter Asian market. Well, it's a good question. So let me divide this question on two separate statements. First of all, you need to understand that Asian market is mostly Chinese market, yeah, market of China. Opposite to rest of world, where is Twitch have right now the biggest market share, Asian markets is a really, really competitive market. They have something like 10 video gaming streaming platform for gamers, and top 5 of them, it's already a really huge market. So it's Doyo TV, Panda TV, Huya, and many others video gaming streaming platforms in China. So for us, from the business perspective, from one side, it's not logical to go to such big market, which need much more bigger quantity of money for acquiring the license for content, acquiring the marketing budgets to promote the platform, and etc. But for us, more logical go to the market where we could compete with existing streaming platforms and have one or two competitors, but not 10. But from another perspective, this is very logical with all our technologies and inventions we have inside the Play2Live to do the franchise model for Asian market. But we are thinking right now, I could be honest with you, so we are thinking about this. But in our roadmap, we didn't publish this because my original understanding of the market same is that we are not able to deliver the really fast and good traction with the getting market share on the Chinese market. That's why right now we don't have published and strong plans about Asian market. So, but our focus in market will be Europe, USA, Latin America, Russia, and CIS, and then we will see on the such emergencies markets like Indonesia, India, and Philippines. So more and more people we have on the stream. It's good, good. I'm feeling like I am really also a famous streamer or YouTube blogger. Okay, so another questions. What is the estimated expected value of Look when it hits the exchange after the token sale? So, guys, here I could answer in two ways. First, I couldn't speculate and talk about such kind of things because we are creating the product and we are creating the ecosystem. But what I wanted to underline for all investors, and we actually, for this reason, we published this on the main page of our website, play2live.io. Our economical model. So this economical model is a classic deflation economical model, and you could see how we connect with the users, just regular users. I'm not talking about the participants of token sale, and they which just go to the platform, wanted to watch the stream or buy some subscription or any kind of another things on the platform, and how it's connected to the whole economical model. I believe that everyone from the current participants of the stream watch this on the main webpage of our website play2live.io, and you could see how it could affect on the token value. So I think this will be the answer on this question. Another question, what kind of events do you plan after the championship for CSGO? So, okay, still I think we should wait this big esports tournament. We expect a really, let's say, nice picture. Me in the background was a esports tournament organizers with more than 35 offline esports events, and even right now, I am not the esports tournament organizer anymore. So we provide the technology part here, streaming part with the Play2Live. But I'm still feel really in good emotions about this, because the esports, it's not only my work or business, it's really the passion for the last 8 years. And the plans after CSGO, we plan to do lots of show matches on the platform, because we will continue to test additional features which we could also release on our MVP. And we plan to add some functions on our MVP to version 3.0, 4.0, and etc. before we will publish the full platform full beta version on platform in June, July this year. So I believe that, guys, you will see lots of interesting content here. And I believe we could do some small surprise before the CSGO tournament. Keep updated. I think we will soon publish this news about some additional content on our MVP. All right, next question. And also, will there be a vesting schedule for the team private investors? Well, actually, yes, team has a vesting period for 3 years. So, I mean, all team, including me as a CEO and founder. And private investors, yes, I also had some different questions also in the Telegram chat and etc. So I could explain that here, the private investors, they could invest still, but they all have the lockup period for their tokens, and it's totally different with the public sale. On public sale, as you see in our open conditions, so there are not lockup period for the public investors. Well, I hope. Okay. I already answered on this. Okay. Yeah, so about the private investors, I think I have already answered on this question. Yeah, the project to the moon is also good. Thanks, guys. About, okay, I could answer in common about the exchanges. So I should underline a very important thing that we are in negotiations with many exchanges. It's something like 30 or 40 exchanges, but the only reason we go here is to get the additional audience to our platform on these exchanges, yeah, and because here is potentially cryptocurrency users, and we could, let's say, combine our audience and etc. So all the statements we put before with potential names and etc. It's still on work, and we still do this in between 30 and 60 days after ending of our token sale. So the question is about the exact names of the exchanges and etc. Yes, so we still plan to do this, and for Binance also we have in negotiations. Also, I believe that we will be listed on Huobi and many another exchanges. European Union roadshow. So. Good question, actually. Yeah. So right now, me in Dubai. It's also a brilliant time here to meet to the many people. Then we'll plan to be in Belarus and Minsk, because we are doing our esports tournaments there on 24-25 February, and we will broadcast this on P2L TV. So after, I plan to go again to Asia and continue our Asian roadshow. About European Union, yes, we think about the joining some blockchain conferences. But I think if we are talking about in person, so it will be our CBDO or head of marketing. Me personally plan to be right now in Asia. So the next questions. When will the alpha test of PTL start? So actually, if we could name the alpha test for MVP, it's already started. So we bring in some new streamers on the platform, and you could see from time to time we begin to stream with some random games and etc. So you could easily get the response to our administrators in the Telegram channels. If you are a streamer, so you could apply this very easily and try to do this. But if we are talking about the alpha test for the beta version that we will publish in June, July, so I believe we will do this in May. Okay. Yes, when the official launching, when the streamers can stream on P2L. July, it will be the absolutely stable version of the platforms, where the streamers just could register, create the crypto wallet. Gateway also will work for the exchanging the money for the tokens and etc. And they will begin to stream and earn tokens just from the very first stream. So July, this is actually the right date for this official launching. And again, so we are, I would say, moving very fast here. Because as you see, we have already doing the broadcast of the big esports tournaments and etc. So we are testing, we are trying to deliver the best product on these terms. So, any additional question, guys? Okay, I think I could go to Telegram also to grab some questions from Telegram. Oh, very good question. How are you going to attract Twitch popular streamers? Yeah, this is a really good question. I could answer here in very details, because it's very important for the understanding how our ecosystem will work and how the economical model will work. And I just wanted to apologize a little bit for the quality of the stream and connection, because I think it's totally on my side. Here is in the hotel, I believe that it's not super good internet. So it's I think only this the main reason about the quality of stream. So okay, anyway, come back to the question about the attracting the Twitch popular streamers. So right now, as I said, for the streamers, they have really small quantity of revenue streams inside the ecosystem of Twitch. But still, it's the biggest and the popular platform here. So we all understand this. But here, our marketing strategy for the very first esports tournament organizer, Tier 1, Tier 2, esports teams, Tier 1, Tier 2, and regular streamers. Here I could say about Tier 2 and Tier 3 streamers, and I could explain why. We are, as I have already said, in the negotiations and in talks to attract them with the contracts on exclusive broadcast on our platform, because we have the funds from the ICO to do these exclusive contracts. Sure, we will provide the better conditions that they have right now on Twitch, but then they will have the dashboard inside our platform, and they could use all revenue streams and all possibility to get the revenue inside our ecosystem and inside our platform. And on some stages, like in 3 months, in 6 months, in 8 months, or whatever, they just will see that, okay, we have the fixed contract with the amount of money, for example, for 1 year, but working inside the ecosystem and inside the streams, they could earn bigger quantity of money just on the revenue share model. And all another streamers on another esports tournament organizers and esports teams, stars, celebrities, and etc. They could already have the traction from the very first guys that we assign it and bring into the platform. So, and they will see and just compare their earnings with the earnings they have on Twitch. And they will see that, okay, here is a much more better opportunity, and actually this is a bigger quantity of money they could earn. Because we bring inside the platform lots of the revenue streams, which is actually right now for Twitch out of their revenue. And because we bring this, and also we add some totally new functions, which are not existing right now on the another platform, so we believe that it will be much more earnings for them. And then it's logical. If I could earn more and I have the instruments to involve my audience, to target audience to my streams more easily, and etc., so for sure, why not? I will choose the platform like Play2Live because it's much more abilities here. And the second thing, what is also we believe that it will be better for the young streamers, as I have already mentioned before. This is the possibility to earn money from the very first stream. And the third thing is, if you are the streamer and you have some nice content, yeah, and you could propose to your viewer, opposite to Twitch, YouTube gaming, whatever, to earn the tokens while you are streaming just by watching your streams. So it's a brilliant opportunity, and it's a brilliant factor which will help to bring the target audience to the platform. So just one moment, I think it's a little bit dark here already. Oh. Okay. Just one moment, guys. I switch on the lights. All right. I think it's much more better. So, let me answer on some another questions. Actually, I've read your white paper and website, and I got feelings that you don't make anything unique. You just put together all the technologies which have already been implemented. Have I missed or misunderstanding something? So first, I wanted to say a really big thank you, because it's white paper for 71 pages. I wrote this white paper 4 months, so I really appreciate that someone read this in very details. So about the main conclusion, so I couldn't agree with this statement, yeah, because actually, yes, here we combine a lot of things, and how to say, we implement some things that's outside right now of the traditional gaming streaming platforms, but here we implement here. But in the end, we also bring some new total solutions which are never existent on right now on the streaming platforms, and we have some really brilliant technology right now. It's not described, but not described in white paper, and I believe that this technology will be really massive for the market. So even it could be the standalone project, but first of all, we'll implement this on Play2Live. If we will, let's say like this, if we will understand that we could deliver these functions also in the beta version on July, I believe that we will do soon a very big announcement together with this. But again, answering on this question, so I prefer right now, I could go to the all 15 functionalities we have. I could go also with more or less 10 functionalities which are not connected to the revenue streams, yeah, but all actually they will be implemented on the platform, because our target to create the mechanism and incentives and mechanics for the viewers that they will feel really comfortable to watch the streams with lots of additional tips, tricks, and etc. inside the platform and so on. So for this statement, I couldn't be agree again. The next question. The question from the Eng chat. Hi Alex, what happens with unsold tokens after TGA token generation event ends? So we'll just burn all unsold tokens. So described in white paper, it's absolutely transparent. So you will see the final supply in the blockchain. So like this. Oh, Rusty273. I think we don't need to popular Twitchers, so a new gen of streamers can grow on P2L. Well, man, yeah, exactly. It's a good statement here, because there are a lot of streamers that right now on Twitch or on YouTube gaming and etc. they still didn't get the partnered system and etc. They're streaming for fun or something because it's too difficult to fill all these application forms, do all these estimates and etc. and etc. So from one perspective, yes, but from another perspective, as a marketing, for me as a marketing guy, is a CEO with a really huge experience from the business side in esports, I understand that we should get these contracts and famous esports tournament organizers, streamers, esport teams, and some other celebrities, and bring this to the platform in the beginning, thanks to funds we raised during the token sale, because it's created the first quantity critical mass of organic traffic. Because all system should work, it's like an engine in the car. So the car could go, but you could put on your engine in the beginning. So here is something like the same. So you should bring some first content generators on the platform, sign the contracts with them, but then they, thanks to the target audience, they also will bring to the platform. They could show how it works. They could show the advantages of our system inside, and then the viewers could see the difference. Yeah, because it's just a simple example. Just a simple example here how it could work from the perspective of the potential viewers. Yeah. Okay, if Play2Live acquires the non-exclusive rights for broadcasting, let's say, I don't know, some League of Legends esports tournaments, or Dota 2 esports tournaments, or CSGO esports tournaments, yeah? It's the same picture, the same production from, I don't know, from Katowice, for example, yeah, or from whatever. And the guys, they could watch this on Twitch, and the guys could watch this on Play2Live. They could chat on Twitch with smiles, blah, 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 and they could do the same on Play2Live. But together with this, on Play2Live, they could press the button number 1, begin to watch advertisement, and get tokens rewarded. The press button number 2, begin to use the peer-to-peer CDN, and also earn additional tokens here. So, which platform will choose the viewer? Because he get the same things, but together with this, he has an additional value while watching the stream on Play2Live. Because then he could understand that he could spend these tokens in many additional ways they didn't exist on some another competitive centralized solution. So I think it's a logical answer. And this is how actually I built the original conception of the Play2Live economical system and all functions that we are combining, the streamers, esports tournament organizers, and the viewers. Because also I could admit about the system for crowdfunding esports content. So the viewers, they could vote for the content they wanted to see in the next week, next month, or something. And if they will achieve the target for this content, so they the esports tournament organizers, which is inside the Play2Live, and he is a partner, he will deliver the content. So it's actually this is a really good example of sharing economy and how the economical system also works. It's combining for all parts of the ecosystem. So, but okay, let's come back to another questions. So your point is that on P2L, streamers will be able to earn more than they earn on Twitch. For sure, yes. It's absolutely our conception. For this, I have already answered on the question that we should bring the first organical traffic on the platform. We will do this thanks to the exclusive contracts with esports tournament organizers, streamers, and esports teams, let's say celebrities. And then, yes, economical model will work, all our functions will work, and the streamers, they will see that, yes, they will earn potentially more money. And also, they will be the owners of the tokens, and they will also have some additional value here. So, yes. Mario, what will happen with unsold tokens burned? Yes, I have already answered on the question. It will be burned. Oh, good question from Hoya. Please tell us about the ranking system. How can new streamers promote themselves amongst others to reach the audience? Actually, this is a good question, because right now on the current existing streaming platforms, there are no any functions for the new streamers. They actually just should go and think how they could get the promotional instruments, how they need to add additional traffic, where they need to find the prizes for prize drawing, where they need to find some partners, how they could communicate with another streamers, and probably creating the groups, because, for example, it could be the groups for different games or different squads and etc. So to combine their efforts and promote each other together. So here in the Play2Live, we bring these functionalities. For example, we will have internal system to bind the prizes for prize drawing inside our system with the look tokens. So if you're a young streamer and you, how to say, earn some very first tokens from the first streams, but you wanted to improve your quantity of the subscribers, viewers, and etc., you could go to this internal, let's say, shop inside the platform, buy with look tokens some, I don't know, some in-game items, some keyboards, mice, and etc., get this, and then you could do the prize drawing during the streams. So it's a simple example, and this is not only one example, but the simple example how could help to young streamers to promote their channels and bring the new audience. Okay, next question. Live betting is growing fast, and we have to search for China and other streams that are not so behind as Twitch is. How much delay will your platform have with big events? So, if I understand the question is correct, so the second part of the question is delay time between the streams, between the signal from the original venue to the stream. So it will be with a regular delay, something like 10 seconds or something. So it's let's say the standard for right now for esports streams, because yes, this is connected to the betting companies and etc. So from the perspective of the functionalities about bettings and gambling, so Play2Live are not betting or gambling company, and but we have some functionalities which help to advertise such kind of things and do the interactions with this. Like we have the functions where you could see the odds for the different matches, but we are not able to get these bets on our platforms. Then, if you wanted to do this, you could go to another platforms and during the KYC there, confirm that you're under the 18th years old, and etc. and etc. Have you been thinking after ICO to work together maybe with Play2Live or similar projects to do a cooperation? Oh, it's a nice question, and so I don't know, could I talk this or not, but we are in talks with Play2Live actually, with the CEO and founder. So it's nothing decided yet. We just, how to say, have some chatting here. But what I may say here, when many investors ask me about hey guys, you're a competitor of this project, or you're a competitor of this project, I say, hey guys, we are not competitor for any kind of this project, because all these projects is our potential partners. Because the Play2Live, this is an ecosystem with a classical user-generated content. And so we have the target audience, and we could generate the leads for many projects which are right now existing on the market or are doing ICO right now and plan to go to the market, and etc. So, for example, for Play2Live, we could generate the target audience and bring them the users. They could, how to say, take a rent for the computers which are idle. Yeah. So we could bring our audience the Play2Live. If, for example, we are talking about Wax token or skin coin and etc. So these guys are doing the in-game item exchanges. Cool. Let's imagine the situation where some guys are watching the stream. He don't have any more fiat money. He don't have Look token. He don't have any kind of money. But he has in-game items. And for example, he died and wanted to buy some subscription on Play2Live. Okay, easy. We implement, for example, some tokens like Wax token, skin coin, etc. So we're in talks with many of similar projects right now. He exchanged his in-game items to this token. Then he exchanged his token to Look token, and done. He could buy the subscription on Play2Live. So in here is these two simple example. I just explained that we are potentially more partner for many projects here because we could deliver the target audience, because we are Play2Live, we are source of this target audience for them. Okay, next question. Are streamers on Play2Live allowed to stream in parallel to other platforms? Let's say someone is allowed to live on Play2Live and YouTube and the same, at least in the beginning, to create either the transition where I'm not so not surrounded the support around that. I only know that on Twitch you are not allowed to stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Actually, it's not, you are not allowed to stream on the multiple platforms on Twitch if you have the partner system, because it secures the partner system here. If you don't have, you could. So here, yes, it's also will on the Play2Live. We also will create in the stages of the partner system, and in the beginning, in the very first stages, you could stream whatever you want, because the logic is pretty much simply. If you have the one signal, and you could broadcast this on Play2Live and on Twitch, on YouTube Gaming, etc. And you are the young streamer, so you're only generating the audience. But if you will see the advantages of the platform, and you will see that you could monetize in many ways your content on Play2Live and have some additional earnings, So you just will see that it totally makes sense to improve your audience, improve your quantity of followers and etc. on the platform where you get the bigger quantity of audience and better way of monetization. It's simple. It's very simple logic here, yeah. And then you focusing to improve your audience on that platform. So right. So here is the logic is absolutely the same. So we could allow this on the first stages of partnership. Then you should decide if you wanted to get the better and better conditions. Yeah, thank you guys also, yeah. When will users be able to start earning from the platform? Is here exact date? Yes, it's July, guys. So mostly it's middle or end of July when we will publish our beta version. A question from Telegram chat. Can everyone visit Crypto Masters in Belarus? I mean, general public. Yeah, guys, we are not selling the tickets. I mean, this is absolutely free entry tournament. So anyone could go to the venue, to the Falcon Arena, and see by your eyes how it looks like, how it's look like. I mean, the esports tournament here. Well, I think it's pretty much big quantity of questions we answered here. So I believe that we could, how to say, repeat this interactive probably in during the ICO. Probably also after we have already after we will done our esports tournament and broadcast it on MVP. So and it's a really good experience for me. So thank you guys for all these questions. So I believe that we will repeat this soon. Thank you.